Okay, guys, so we told you we were going to call her. Now is the time. We have Rachel DeAlto on the phone. Before we start, you guys can check her out at racheldealto.com, is RACHELDEALTO.com, or at Instagram, same name. So let's hear from her and tell us some 2 major points of what we haven't touched on yet.
Yeah, so we were talking about cheating today and the clues of cheating. So, when you've gathered your list of evidence, you have all of the clues in front of you.
You have your binder.
You've got the binder, you've got the folder, you've sat him down, and he's guilty, okay? At this point, what happens? Like, what are you supposed to do?
Run.
Run, sis.
Run for your life.
Run for your life.
Take your binder and go.
Yeah.
Well, it's so hard, and I get it. So I think it all depends on the why. So, is it something that happened in the relationship that caused you to drift apart? And, a lot of times cheating happens when people are feeling disconnected. Is there a really good reason for it, or is he just a player
Or a serial cheater?
Yeah. I would say, like, don't you think that, like, lack of sex is so major? That's why I tell people, like, you have to keep it spicy.
Absolutely. I think, well, and also when you stop having the same level of sex that you've been having, if you've been in a relationship for a significant period of time and all of a sudden it just drops off, like, that's a bad sign.
That's a clue.
Intimacy is so necessary.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're just, things can be resolved, and I definitely have seen relationships survive cheating, but it has to really do with the why, and you have to be able to know who you are and if you can move on, because there's a lot of people that like, oh yeah, we can work this out. They talk through it, and then every time they get in a fight, it goes back to,
they
remember
throw it in
when
their
you
face.
cheated on me? Yeah, and you can't do that.
Yeah,
It's so hard to let go. It's so hard to let go.
So every situation is so different.
It's true. That's so true. So do you technically recommend giving cheaters a second chance?
So I'm a big fan of boundaries and respect and loyalty. So personally, professionally,
I get it.
Yeah, it's hard. I think it's, I don't think it's like a universal, you get out of jail free card. I think it's a maybe, and it's also a low percentage maybe. You have to really, really work for it before I say to anybody, absolutely give them another shot.
I like that. Work for it. What should we make them do?
Run laps. Just kidding.
Go to the track.
All of a sudden, it's like Fear Factor in your life.
Yeah. Oh, I would totally. Oh my God, I am the fucking Fear Factor expert on that. I'd be like, eat a fucking bug. Show me how sorry you are.
Right?
Eat this spider.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think, like, what you could possibly do for me to forgive and forget, because that's the key word, is forget.
What sign are you, Rachel?
I'm a Libra.
Okay, so you are a very calm, relaxed, but definitive person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, me and Jessica are vindictive, mean, nasty
Scorpios.
people, and we don't give the amount of chances that Libras give. They're more forgiving, I think, because they're just such a nicer sign, and they mean well, and they love, and they're very tough, but they're nicer than our sign. We blame a lot on our sign, like pretty much everything. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I flipped out on you. I'm a Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Rachel,
so maybe if you're a Scorpio, you're going to really want to find a partner that's not going to cheat.
Yeah. Also, we'll kill you, and we're like sociopaths about it. We'll be like, we didn't kill him. No, we buried his body.
Yeah. Rachel, do you have any clues to look for yourself? Like when someone's cheating?
I think it's definitely, they get shady, which is not.
We didn't even say that. Shady.
It's because I feel like it's obvious, right?
It's such a vibe. To me, it's so far less than, did they do XYZ, in terms of specifics, but it's really, how are they acting? Are they pulling back? Is there less intimacy? Are they being weird about making plans? Are they being weird about, explaining where they are going? Are they being weird about their phone or their email? Are they slamming the laptop screen down? Because, you're going to catch something. So like
laptop. We didn't even
forgot
talk
about the
the
computer.
laptop.
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel, you're right.
Oh, the computer slap.
Little computer slap. That's a dangerous one. So yeah, I think it's like that overall, you could just feel it. And I think that's the problem, is most people know when it's happening. Like, you have a gut feeling, but we just ignore it.
We ignore it.
Yeah. Yep. No, I think that's natural tendencies to ignore it, because you want something to work so bad.
Yeah.
Totally.
I've definitely been there. I can tell you from experience, like I've been cheated on and I've definitely known it. I haven't even looked for clues, but I felt the clues.
You felt them, but you're like, I don't want to look because I know they're going to be true.
Yeah.
So like if I don't look, then they're not true. It's
Yeah.
almost like the defining moment.
That's true.
So there's a lot of situations where they start off as like an emotional relationship or just, some shameless flirting, and then it moves into something more. And I just want to say, if you do feel that instant where it does start to feel disconnected, take a second to actually call them out and do it in a way that's like, listen, I feel like you're kind of pulling away or being weird or whatnot, and have the conversation then versus waiting until everything just blows up into
I agree. I
True.
think that, we've told them to not say anything when they find evidence, but I agree. When you first start seeing something's weird, if you tell them like, oh, something feels off, are you okay? And ask them instead of accusing them is good, like Rachel's saying.
Absolutely.
But like what we're saying about the hold back evidence is when you have proof. We want you to hold proof until you have collective proof, because we want you to have a binder's worth of proof. So what she's saying is totally right. When you feel like something's off, bring it up, because maybe
talk
you
it
can
through.
work it through.
Yeah. Especially
'cause
if
it
you've
could-
got family or kids or you know what I
Absolutely,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you want to make it,
Yeah.
give them
So
a
we
second
don't
chance.
want us to sound contradicting, because that's not what we're saying. Rachel's totally right. When you first see something is wrong, say it. But then when you first find evidence, wait.
Yeah, like if you found the evidence that right
Oh,
away that he's had sex, like it's done. Like there's
Yeah.
no going
Look
back
for
from
more
that.
evidence.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Have a conversation. I think you could prevent sometimes where things start to go into an area of like there's no coming back from.
Right.
But
right.
if
That's
it's-
really true. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then go get your binder on. I
Your
I
binder
support you.
on.
Yeah.
Rachel, what do you think like is the psychology of a cheater? Like, because these people that cheat in their relationships, they don't cheat at work. They're not cheating on their test in school. Like, what makes people think that they can all of a sudden get away with, having multiple girlfriends? Like, what is the psychology of cheating? Why do people do it?
I think there's such different versions of cheating. So there's like the serial cheaters, they're narcissistic. And no one
I love
person,
that word.
they're never going to get enough attention to be satisfied in a relationship. And that's the thing. It's, it's not you, it's really them. They need and thrive on constant attention. So I think that narcissism kind of rules anything. And then, in terms of there's different kinds of cheating that happens. And like I said, I know a lot of situations where maybe the guy is feeling down on himself and he goes and finds a side relationship because that person doesn't question him and, has a level of respect for him.
Is
And,
it because he wants an ego boost? Like, I
Yeah,
can
'cause
still
you
get
just-
a girl beside you?
But, well, it's not even like I can get a girl. It's this person is giving me attention and respect and
egomaniac.
kind of filling my bucket. Whereas maybe my wife or my girlfriend is nagging me about the fact that I don't make enough money or whatever the reasons are. So they seek out the attention and the love and respect that they want to get in their initial relationship, but it's just not happening.
Can I ask you a question? What's a clue that they're that type of cheater? Do
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Is there like red flags? Because my spirit animal is a bull. Like, I also run towards red flags.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Crazy. Bad example.
I am a bad example. I see them and I'm like, oh, I can change them. Like, they're like a project.
That's a red flag itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also. Yeah, 100%. I don't see. I'm
Anytime
colorblind.
someone
It's fine.
Yeah. If they feel like a project, I think it's time to move on. Red flags for the narcissist is, I think we've all dated them. We all have people in our lives. It's, this person just always has to be the center of attention. It's always about them, and I think it's really just making sure that you're picking partners that respect you
Yep.
and care about you and your feelings and what your needs are. So that kind of rules out that one. And then the other one, it's not really a person. It's the effort that we put into a relationship and just consistently, both men and women need to feel seen and heard in their relationship. And, that's a two-way street. So I think that's more about like the effort that you put into the relationship to make sure that they always feel taken care of.
They don't go someplace else.
That's what it is. I feel like if you're not filling that void, if somebody expresses to you like, I need you to tell me I'm beautiful, or I need you to do more for me, or I need you to do stuff that's like important, and that person isn't doing it, they can only take so much before they start looking for it elsewhere. No,
Totally. So I love
like that
Gary
person's
Kevin's-
being they're being
vocal and
vocal
telling
about
you.
it,
Yeah.
and you're still not
And then-
doing it. It's like you're like, fuck you.
Yeah, it's a slap in the face
Yeah.
of like, hey, I'm telling you my needs, and then you're not giving them to me. And we all have different ways that
Mhm.
we give and receive love. And there's a book on it, 5 Love Languages. It's one of my
Ooh,
favorites.
I want to read it. I don't love
Ooh.
Yeah,
any
it's-
books, and that I want to read.
It's so good. Actually, you don't even have to read the book. You can just go take the test and figure out what your love language is.
Dude,
What?
future episode.
Holy,
Yeah.
We're going to have you back, Rachel.
wow, holy Cliff Notes.
But yeah, it's we give and receive love in different ways. And like so gifts is like one of the languages, affirmations, quality time, touch,
Not me.
all these, they're all different. And you could be in a relationship with someone who's giving you a lot of gifts, but they don't tell you that you're beautiful. And
That's what I
because
need
that's not your
always.
love language. Yeah.
Jess, what's yours?
My love language?
What's your love language? I heard, is it that pastor guy who's friends with the Kardashians?
What?
Because he talked about it on like Steve Harvey or something. He said there's love languages, like there's a bunch of them, and he said my girlfriend needs gifts and needs me to tell her I love her, and there's something else. And I said those are not mine. Like mine is I just need to hear like you're beautiful, I love you, and spend quality time with me.
Shit, I don't know what mine is.
What is yours? Are gifts important to you?
No.
Okay. Are like touch important to you? Like
No.
a public affection? Obviously not. You can't hug anyone. But telling you you're beautiful, or
Yeah, like I think I don't know. I have to think about this one.
oh, mine are easy.
I know
I
yours.
need to be like I need to be told I'm hot and beautiful all the time. I need to hear it, because if I don't hear it, I think you don't feel it, and then other people feel it. I don't need gifts ever. I need you to cuddle with me and like want to spend time and watch movies with me, and then I want to hear I love you all the time.
There you go.
Those are easy peasy. I don't want you to spend $1 on me.
Sometimes it's harder though. There's guys
Those are the
that would
worst.
rather give diamonds
Right.
than say I love you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
100%.
Yeah. So it's all about, we have to adapt. We got to take care of the people that we care about.
Ooh, I like that. We have
Ugh,
to adapt.
You're the best.
Yeah,
That was the best line I've ever heard.
yeah. I love when
Ugh,
we have an
chills.
actual expert on the show and
Yes.
they use like
Oh,
chilling.
When I get chills from it,
Yeah.
that's what I want to feel.
Rachel, thank you
I
so
love you
much.
guys.
This is awesome.
Oh my God. That was my favorite line, I think, of this show so far.
I know. I feel like we just have to end the show
Adapt.
now.
Yeah. Never another episode ended with Rachel. Oh my God. Thank you so much for taking time to call into us. That was so amazing just to hear your point of view on it, because I feel like me and Jess need to hear some of that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
And I'm
Well,
sure
thank you
half
for
of our
having
baddies
me.
too.
And we're gonna have you back for love languages. We're taking the test.
Oh, amazing.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks,
love.
Bye.
Bye. That was awesome.
All right, you guys, you could check her out on RachelDeAlto.com, RachelDeAlto.com, or Rachel DeAlto on Instagram. I feel like she hit the nail on the head. That was totally what we needed to hear.
She's so like grown up and mature, and I just love
Yeah,
her.
we're just not those people.
And
We're not
Rachel,
grown
by
up
the
or
way-
mature.
She's so pretty.
I saw her. She's like a Barbie.
She's a Barbie.
She's a little Barbie
she's
from
like
Baddie,
the
Baddie Barbie.
smartest. Yeah, like a smart, like put together, like
Yeah.
someone who
Stuff
can actually
all
help
we're
you.
not. It's fine.
Don't forget, guys, new clips air every Thursday. So see you next Thursday.
Hosted on dimlywit.com.
Even though we are not your best examples.
We're the best you've got.
So cheers, bitches.
Cheers. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for updates, and if you like this clip, share it with a friend.